Hi, welcome to Icicle Creek. We're so glad you decided to vacation with us here. To make you confident that you have picked the right place to vacation and that if there are any like suspicious accidents or like arson or death attempts, it will all be totally made up for by the fact that we're about to let you try our very special Icicle Creek breakfast platter. Doesn't that sound good and totally worth all the attempted killings and murders? Totally. Well, then let's get started. So we are going to be doing a little bit of everything on the breakfast platter. We have some Canadian bacon that we're gonna fry up in the pan.
It's so cute and tiny.
We did have to hunt around a little bit to find this because we are in the southern US and there's not a lot of people eating Canadian bacon here. So if you absolutely can't find this in the store, we found this over by the sausage and bacon. But if you can't find this and you're in southern US, just do a classic and pan fry up some bologna. We won't tell. Anyway, so we're gonna pan fry this up, but first, let's get our omelet started.
Yes.
Sound good to you?
It does. Sounds amazing. Actually,
So first things, we're gonna take 2 eggs and a tablespoon of milk and beat that up in a bowl together. In the meanwhile, we're gonna get our pan heating on medium-low. You're gonna want something fairly sizable.
because a big omelet, you know, we're hungry.
You're also gonna need to oil your pan a little. You can use cooking spray, we're gonna use butter. And for each omelet, you'll need about probably 1.5 tablespoons of butter. Throw that in your pan and let it be melting. So let's talk about what goes in the omelet. There are 5 available fillings for this omelet. There is bacon, sliced black olives, shredded cheese, spinach, and green bell pepper. So we're gonna go ahead and cut up some bell pepper very small. As for the spinach, we're using fresh, but we are going to cut it up just a little bit smaller so that it's not taking up quite so much space in the omelet. Now that we have our omelet ingredients ready, we're going to throw that 1.5 tablespoons of butter in our pan and get it going.
Alright, so we're gonna pour our egg in now.
My stove is not completely level, so I'm going to be rotating the pan a little bit here and there to make sure that the pan gets evenly coated with egg. Once the bottom has started to set up, you're going to go ahead and start throwing your ingredients in there. However much or little you want to put is up to you. At this point, you'll watch it until you notice that the egg is cooked just about all the way through, and you're going to go ahead and get a spatula and try to flip this with mixed success. So that looks pretty good already. We're going to throw it on our plate and get ready to make our French toast. You're going to want to keep the pan on about the same, and then we're going to take 1/4 cup of milk and 1 egg and beat that together. We're going to be doing a very basic French toast recipe today, but just to give it a little bit of extra something, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, and then a couple dashes or about 1/8 teaspoon of nutmeg. And then once you have those items ready, you're going to want to, again, either grease or butter your pan. And you are going to dredge your bread in your milk and egg mixture and pan fry it until it's nice and brown. To try to match up the look with the game French toast, we are using Texas toast today, but you can use whatever bread you have on hand. If you're not worried about being completely game accurate, I do recommend using some nice cinnamon swirl or raisin bread as your bread.
Next, the cutest part. This stuff is so tiny and cute.
We're just gonna take the Canadian bacon, throw it in the pan, and pan fry it until it's nice and browned. Alright, let's see if this is good enough to make up for any attempted crimes or murders or whatever the case may be.
That was that side.
Fine. I just got a lot of bacon.
Yep, a nice crunch of bacon. I love
But we still
colors.
have other food to try. We haven't even sampled anything else because the omelet's so good that we're just picking out an omelet right now. I feel like I need a big old mug of coffee right now. Or maybe like hot cider. I did say at the beginning that if you're like in southern US and you can't get your hands on this, you could just use Bologna. And I did say that, but that's mainly because that's already such a regional thing here. But it would probably be a little bit more accurate to just get some ham and then pan fry that. And now for the French toast.
Which is kind of weird to eat without syrup.
Well, I mean, you can do syrup. I'm pretty sure they just had it on the table already when Nancy was making it. Or at least butter or something. I'll throw some syrup on there. I'll be right back.
Okay, syrup.
There we go. Now we fixed that. A nice coating of syrup. I think it earned the clean plate seal of approval. What do you think?
Yes.
It's a keeper.
We ate more than Nancy would have.
I don't know about that. I mean,
Nancy always
she was
leaves,
kind of
like, food on her plate. She
whatever.
was not raised by a southerner.
So yes, very delicious. Nothing really super original, but it's a classic for a reason. So next time you have a nice lazy day at home, make you an omelet, some French toast, pan fry, use some Canadian bacon or ham, and relax and close your eyes and imagine that you're in a nice lodge in the middle of the mountains with the snow coming down around you. And everything will feel better for a little while. Until next time, guys. Unless you have anything else you want to say.
No, I'm good.
We're gonna go make another omelet and eat it now. Bye.